Lewandowski is reportedly injured and completely ruled out of the Joan Gamper match against Como on Sunday. This isn't a good way to start the season. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is absolutely no good way to start the season. But then things like this cannot be ruled out. See, you could tell from Asiflik's reaction in our last match when Kubarsi went out, you could tell from the look on his face that he's really, really worried. I mean, I feel so bad for Hansi Flick, considering that he doesn't have so many players. He doesn't even have money to spend at his disposal. And now imagine the players that he has already that he relies on getting injured at the start of the season. It is not a good way to start the season. So I feel really, really bad for Hansi Flick. But then it's a good thing to finally figure that or to finally find out that the Kubarsi issue is not a big deal. And now Lewandowski is said to miss out in our match against against Como in the Joan Gamper Trophy. See, we already have an option for that. I mean, signing Marcus Rashford just gives us an edge. Signing Marcus Rashford at the end of the day just give us a lot of options. You know, Marcus Rashford being able to play as a left winger, then also being able to play as a striker. So at the end of the day, Marcus Rashford might have to fill in for, Hansi Flick is said to see Marcus Rashford as more of a striker than maybe a left winger. Because I mean, what would you expect Lewandowski? I mean, what would you expect Hansi Flick to do at the end of the day? Yes, I know. I know we all think that we would all agree that we have Ferran Torres in the team. But between all of us, between you guys, between me and you guys, we've all agreed that Ferran Torres is more of a super sub to Barcelona, even though he came out to say that he's going to ensure that he fights for the spot. I mean, and we know that Lewandowski truly is 36 years old. He's pushing 40. He's old. And with the look of things, I think he only has this season with Barcelona. After this season, he might not be with us anymore. He might need to, you know, sign for other club, which means come next summer we have to be so active in the transfer markets. Now this just bothers me with our 1-1 rule. It just bothers me with the financial situation of the club. What exactly is Laporta hiding from us? What exactly is Deco hiding from us? I mean, you came out, both of you came out to say it some time ago that we might be able to. I mean, we might be back in the 1-1 rule. We all got excited about it. You also came out to say that we will be able to register our players that we sign. Now we are hearing that it's going to be a problem to register Joan Garcia and also Marcus Rashford. Now the question is, what if we did not get to sign Rashford? What were we planning to do with Nico Williams? I mean, at the end of the day, I do not think Nico Williams has any fault not signing for the club, because is this how we want to treat him eventually? Sign a player and at the end of the day we don't get to register the player. Yes, I mean, I have all this respect for Dani Olmo, knowing the club would have issues registering him, but still sign for the club. But I mean, we can't always continue like this. These people need to come out. They need to be honest with us fans. And so it just makes me feel, or let me say, it just makes me think that there is a situation at the club that this, the way we get loopholes, the way we get leakages, the way we get J's from here and there. I think there are still some news, there are still some leakages. There's still some information at the club that these leakages are not getting their way through to it. So they're not getting the necessary information that they can leak to the press. But I sincerely think when it comes to our financial situation at the club, it is really, really way worse than we can all imagine. And Laporta, Deco has decided to hold this, to make this a secret, not coming out plainly, not coming out clean to us fans. But at the end of the day, I sincerely want to appreciate the fact that we managed to get Marcus Rashford. Hopefully, they get to find their way around being able to sign, being able to register both Joan Garcia and Marcus Rashford. It's a sad thing to see that Inigo Martinez leaving the club. We cannot still use the entire money that we saved from Inigo Martinez's salary to I mean, the salary that we freed, we cannot still do anything with it because despite the fact that we have 60% of that money, we still are not in the 1-1 rule. Now, the question is, what exactly was the point letting him go in the first place? What exactly was the point sacrificing him in the first place? Yes, this clause was in his contract. And he chose to activate it. We could have just pleaded with him. He said he can't play 50 games, X, Y, and Z. We could have convinced him. He doesn't even entirely have to play the all matches. He could just play a few, get some rest, considering the fact that he has history with injury. But I mean, it's just pointless. It's just useless. We decided to sacrifice our best centre back, and now despite the sacrifice, I mean, I know the club themselves seemed really, really excited. They seemed really, really happy about it because they said it that yes, we needed to make a sacrifice, and us fans knew that we needed to make a sacrifice at the end of the day. But the question is, what is the point of making a sacrifice? And at the end of the day, sacrifice that we made is not yielding anything for us in the club. I mean, it's a really, really, it's a huge waste letting Inigo Martinez go the way that he did. And at the end of the day, the money that we saved up, the money that we freed is still not useful for us to sign, to register the players that we thought we will be able to sign. But at the end of the day, I'll still say that I am sincerely grateful that we managed to cop Marcus Rashford when we did. I just hope that we will be able to register him and also be able to register Joan Garcia. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. And of course, we have Ferran Torres to rely on. I think when we come to our when it comes to our center forward, I think to a point I want to believe that we are secure. I mean, Marcus Rashford is not a player that we want to try in the striker position. He is a striker, but of course, Hansi Flick would want to try him, not because he doesn't think he's a good striker, but because he wants to know if he fits into the style of play at Barca and to also try to see that he blends into the style of play at the club. Then there is also Dani Olmo, who did not train with the team because of muscle overload. Look, Dani Olmo is not having it good this season already, and I sincerely feel bad for him. I mean, for the kind of look at McBurnell is back. We have Gavi fully fit. We have Casado. I mean, there is active competition in the midfield. Now, this is not the time that I sincerely want Dani Olmo to be out, especially with Gavi looking way better, looking sharper than he did last season. Now, it's not entirely a bad thing with the muscle overload and everything, but I think this is the season where I want Dani Olmo to actually turn up. This is the season where I want him to do everything to ensure that he seals a spot at the club. He seals a spot at the starting 11 of the team. And maybe, I've been seeing speculations where people are even saying Fermin Lopez should start ahead of Dani Olmo. All of this, I mean, we all know that Dani Olmo, a fully fit Dani Olmo, is actually a very, very good a very, very good thing for the club. So Dani Olmo's case, I mean, it's not entirely a bad thing, like I said. It's just a minor issue. But I really, really do hope that Dani Olmo does everything to ensure that he seals his spot with the club. He seals his spot and also seals a spot for himself in the starting 11. Because trust me when I say the clutch style of Dani Olmo is something that we'll need. I mean, we'll need Dani Olmo. We need him as a CAM. We need him. I mean, he's a player that offers depth. He can play the CAM. He can play as a false nine. He can play both wings. I mean, it's just. I mean, this is just the season where I really, really want Dani Olmo to turn up and to do everything possible to stay fit. And I sincerely hope. See, at this point, let me turn into a prayer warrior. I pray that Hansi Flick and the medical team get to do something about his injury the same way they did something good for Pedri. I hope that is going to happen for Dani Olmo because I really, really want Dani Olmo to get more playing time this season. And yes, my fingers are crossed. My fingers are crossed. I believe my prayers on Dani Olmo would be answered. But yeah, like I said, do not forget, it is just a minor issue. And I'm not reporting this to scare you guys. I'm only reporting this to keep you guys updated. But yes, the Joan Gamper trophy on Sunday would definitely see old, only without Lewandowski as our 9. But hopefully with Marcus Rashford playing as our striker or even Ferran Torres. But at the end of the day, fingers are crossed ahead of the game. And I can't wait to see what Hansi Flick has for us. Of course, I know we're definitely winning that game. I know we're definitely dominating that match. I mean, it's against Como, even though the last match that they played, I don't understand the violence that I saw them go. I mean, the violent style. I mean, the way they went up against their opponents, the violence and everything. But of course, that is not the way we roll at Barcelona. This is Barcelona. We do things differently. But of course, I know going forward, I know going into that match, I know Hansi Flick already has something prepared for us, and I can't wait for us to go into that match, get that trophy, and then start our season fully on the 16th. So yes, let me know if you think Marcus Rashford is going to do well, succeed as our striker on Sunday. Let me know if you think he's going to score at least a goal. I mean, but let me know if you think Marcus Rashford playing as our nine, playing as our center forward against Como is actually going to get a goal or maybe a brace, or who knows, maybe a hat trick on Sunday. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and let me know if you think Dani Olmo might actually lose his starting spot to maybe Fermin or Gabby. Let me know this in the comment section, and of course, as you're doing this, please don't forget to like, share. And if you're new to this YouTube channel, you are welcome in the name of the Lord. You're welcome to this YouTube channel. Now, please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on your notifications so you can get to know whenever I post a video. And to the new faces who has joined this family, my name still remains Adejoke Adebisi. And yes, I'll see you guys again very, very soon. But until then, Visca Barça, Visca El Catalunya. I love you guys so, so, so much. Mwah. Aya.